Hello, and welcome to the devotions for Thursday, the 16th of November. I'm actually recording on Wednesday evening so that those of you who like to see your devotions earlier in the day will hopefully be able to get this on time. Last weekend, as we know, was Remembrance Weekend, and on Saturday I was at a Christmas craft fair at one of our local churches in Darlington. It's a big church. There was about 40 stalls set up in their main area. And obviously 40 stalls means there's an awful lot of customers as well. So there's probably about 400 people in the hall. There was music playing, some of it recorded, some of it live, people on stage. And as it drew closer to 11 o'clock, the young man who was on stage singing stopped and reminded us what time it was and asked that we would all be silent for a minute and honour those who've gone before. Trying to get 400 people to be quiet. You'd think that would be quite a feat. But as soon as the music was turned off, there was silence. There was a couple of shushes as people hadn't been quiet, but the majority of us fell completely silent. And it was a very poignant moment. I stood and I prayed. I don't know what other people were doing in their heads, maybe wondering what they were having for lunch, but I prayed and I thanked God for those people who had gone before, who had given up their lives so that we could actually stand in that building on Saturday morning and do our Christmas shopping. The only sound there was a baby crying. And again, I thank God for that baby, that those people, again, who'd given their lives for us, so that that child could actually be born. Once the minute was over, the hubbub started up again. Now, as I say, I don't know what was in people's heads and hearts as they stood in that minute's silence. Many of the people in that room were Christians. I recognised them from various different churches around the town. But there would also be lots of non-Christians there. What was going on in their head and their heart at that time? I don't know. But it was a very poignant time for me. It's amazing, isn't it? We don't have to go to particular services for God to reach us, to touch us, but something like that where 400 people grew silent in unity. We don't see an awful lot of that around the world at the moment with the various war zones that are happening. And as we head up to Christmas, it seems that it always feels worse at this time of year when it's supposed to be a family time, a time that we can celebrate things together, whatever our beliefs might be. But as Christians, we know that God sent his Son into this world, who gave his life for all of us, just like those in the armed forces do. God bless.